GeForce Now will be getting ads, according to The Verge. It broke on The Verge, but we're over on videocards.com. NVIDIA GeForce Now free tier will now show ads before streaming. The free tier will show up to 2 minutes of ads, but only before the streaming has started. Check the story out, man. It makes sense. It makes sense. Now, GeForce Now, this is going to be starting today, by the way. The article was, I think, from yesterday, but starting February 28th, NVIDIA is going to be adding ads to the free tier of GeForce Now. Now, GeForce Now has multiple tiers. It has a free tier, which you can play on a reduced spec, so it's not going to be as good of a video card and as good of a resolution, and you have to sit in a queue, because there's a wait time. So free tiers are generally there, as this article says. This is a great opportunity to test the service before subscribing. So it's kind of like a demo version. Although people don't use it that way, it's designed to be a trial, and especially with the wait times and stuff like that. So if you use it exclusively as a free tier, you're probably going to be a little bit frustrated. And now that they're adding ads, it's going to be probably a little bit more frustrating. This is a quote from Stephanie Ngo. I don't know how to pronounce that. Free users will start to see up to 2 minutes of ads while waiting in queue to start a gaming session. The waiting times to join game streaming sessions depending on the tier. For free users, the priority to establish connection is lower, which means the time is extended. So you go free tier, you're going to be waiting longer. Now, just to give you an idea of what the plans are like, GeForce Now Ultimate, which is the best package, costs $20 a month, and it has a 4080 class GPU and 4K 120 FPS experience. Having used this, it works as advertised. It's really kind of awesome, and almost seems magical that you're able to stream a game with 120 FPS 4K experience. It does work. But if you're skeptical, that's what the free tier is for. They also have a cheaper tier for 1080p 60 for $10 a month, and then they're promising to offer a $7.99 priority pass for those who want to try premium briefly before they go to the full premium solution. So that service is not yet available, though. Good news is that they have over 1,800 titles. If you haven't, like I said, if you haven't done GeForce Now, it's pretty good. I did it briefly when my computer was on the fritz, and I had to use a very old computer, which really couldn't play anything modern. So what I did was I used my old computer, and then I streamed games through GeForce Now. Now, if you got a laptop, this is actually ideal as well. So I streamed the games on the slower computer, and those games played really, really well on GeForce Now. But they're getting ads now. So that free tier, that trial, is going to be a little bit more, annoying. It's going to make you want to upgrade to their ultimate or their normal plans faster. Another note is that GeForce Now is not like Xbox Game Pass. You don't get games just for signing up. You have to actually own the games prior to that, and you can connect it to Steam and various services. I think just Steam and Ubisoft, and I think there's a couple of services that they support. You have to connect it to those services. They verify you have the game, and then it kind of does like a proxy connection through those services. From what I remember, I had to give it my Steam credentials, which made me a little nervous. But they have like a I guess you can call them containers that kind of destroy themselves after you leave. So in theory, no one should get access to your stuff, but you know how this can go. Things can break, exploits can be found. So I was a little bit nervous to give it my Steam credentials, but it worked, and I didn't get hacked, so that's a good thing. Check the story out over on videocards.com. They got the details. GeForce Now is now getting about 2 minutes of ads if you decide to use their free tier, which is kind of positioned as a trial or demo. Check it out. Videocards has the story, but Verge.com broke it.